Hey, what's up, guys? It's Andrew Santowski. I'm back with another UFC prediction video. This time, UFC Fight Night Kape versus Horiguchi 2. This event goes down today. Goes down Saturday, June 20th, 2026. Going down from Las Vegas, Nevada. Going down from the Apex. Prelims we're going to have 5 p.m. Let's get into it, guys. First fight up. Prelims, men's featherweight division. Shane Collins against Otari Tanzalovi, and let's get into it. Otari, I think he was on the Contender Series, 1-fight winning streak, 28 years old. Yeah, he lost to Musasa on the Contender Series, split decision. He's got 1 win in Fury UFC, and he's going up against a guy in Collins who's 7-0. He's got a lot of first-round finishes, man, but it makes you think, man, if this guy can't get him out of there, how's his cardio going to look? And I'm just, in a fight that has 2 newcomers, I'm going to take the dog here. I'm going to take Otari. Plus, I'm not betting on him, but, I'm going to take the dog money, the dog odds on him. And I'm going to pick Otari to pick up, the decision win. But I'm sure the UFC would love to see the striker win this fight. Carol Rosa against Luana Santos, 2 Brazilian female bantamweight fighters, and we've seen it's a pick'em fight. A lot of money's come in on Santos, I believe. So yeah, I'm gonna side with Rosa here. But again, there's an argument, I guess, from a lot of people that maybe her skill set has dropped off. Santos is on a 2-fight winning streak, so maybe she is on the rise. I'm going to side with Rosa here, but again, not a fight that I will have any money on. Leon Shabazian against Levan Choquel. And again, 2 newcomers, men's welterweight division, and we're looking at Choquel here, minus 325. I'm going to pick him here. Leon, I think, is Edmund's brother. Again, he's on a 4-fight winning streak, but again, and it's funny, his brother's known for knockouts, and this guy's known for submission. So I'm going to pick Levan here. 14-3 Georgian fighter. So he gets a lot of finishes himself. He's fought the better competition. I'm going to go with Levan. Next up, men's featherweight division. Michael Aswell Jr. against Gaston Bolanos. And Bolanos, I think he's moving up to featherweight. This guy just hasn't had a lot of success. Lost to Quang Lee. Hasn't fought in over a year. And Aswell Jr., we just seen him lose on the London card back in March. So that was 3 months ago. He's already back. He lost a decision to Luke Riley. And I'm gonna side with Aswell Jr. here. He's a big favorite. Let's look. Minus 375. Give me Aswell. Mitch Raposo against Alan Nascimento. A lot of money coming in on Raposo. Men's flyweight division. Let's look at Nascimento here, man. This guy, this fight was supposed to happen a while ago. 4-fight winning streak, 34 years old. I'm not sure what happened here, but maybe Nascimento was sick. Oh, Raposo had an illness. Yeah, this fight was supposed to take place back in April. But Nascimento, he's got some really good wins on his record. 4-fight winning streak. I'm going to pick him here over Raposo. But again, Raposo, he's getting a lot of love from people at the betting window. Let's take a look. 27 years old, flyweight. He's coming off a win over Azat Maxim. Lost to Sumer Darji, lost to Lima. So again, he's fought some good guys. I'm going to side with Nascimento here. But again, I guess I can't fault the money coming in on Raposo. But it's not a fight that I'm involved with. Bia Mesquita against Melissa Mullins. Mesquita, minus 600 favorite. Let's take a quick look. 7-0. 35 years old, so she is an older woman. She's only had 2 fights in the UFC, so this is probably a little bit of a step up. Not too much. Mullins, 7-2. She's on a 1-fight losing streak. Lost to Daria back a year ago. So again, I'm going to side with Mesquita here, but again, this is women's mixed martial arts. Anything can happen. She doesn't get that first round sub. Who knows? She might lose the fight. So I'm going to side with Mesquita, but obviously no money on it. Andre Lima against Kevin Borjas. Again, Borjas missed weight. He's pretty much gonna get cut after this fight. I'm gonna side with Andre Lima. They're kind of bringing him along kind of slow, but I'm gonna side with the undefeated fighter in Andre Lima. Vinicius Oliveira against Andre Fili. We're seeing Vinicius Oliveira 4 months after he pulled that bantamweight stunt in that main event spot against Mario Batista. Again, he looked terrible. Just kind of quit to me. And the UFC is still coddling him, man. They're giving him another chance. And Andre Fili, he's on the backside of his career here. He's fought at featherweight his whole career, just not much success. So I think the UFC is hoping that Vinicius Oliveira can be a star in this new weight class for him. And I'm going to side with Oliveira here to pick up the win. Melsik Bagdasaryan against Mirzasali Magomedov. And let's look at the odds here. Magomedov minus 350, undefeated. I think he's making his UFC debut, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he is. He was on the Contender Series last September. Melsik, he just hasn't fought often. 1 fight losing streak, 34 years old. Just doesn't fight often. They gave him the Gene Silva back in February of 2025. I don't even remember that fight. But again, he just doesn't fight often. Just has no hype behind him, no momentum. The UFC doesn't want to fight a guy like that. It's not even fighting. So I'm going to side with Magomedov here. Christian Rodriguez against Haider Ramil. I'm going to side with Christian Rodriguez in that fight. Ian Cutelaba against Navajo Sterling. And Cutelaba, he looked good on the scales yesterday. He looks like he's really in shape for this fight. Sterling, he's undefeated in the UFC. I'm going to side with Sterling here, but again, this is not going to surprise me if Cutelaba can make this fight close and pull off the upset. Main event, Kape versus Horiguchi 2. Again, Horiguchi won this fight 9 years ago in Ryzen. So, I am going to take the dog odds on Horiguchi here. I am siding with him here. I think Kape looked kind of drained on that scale. I think Horiguchi isn't afraid of Kape's power or afraid of Kape's fighting style itself. He just looks very confident, man. And, I mean, you're getting dog odds on a guy, one of the top flyweights in the world. And the guy just keeps winning, man. He knows how to win. And, again, we haven't seen Kape. You know, he did go in the 3rd round against Almabayev, but Kape's not going to just cruise through this fight, man. The only way Kape's going to cruise through this fight is if Kape puts him out early. Don't really see that happening. But again, the current odds are minus 150 on Kape, plus 130 on Horiguchi. So again, guys, I can't fault anybody for taking the dog odds here. You're betting on a guy that just keeps winning, and he knows how to win. And he holds a win over him before, even if it was 9 years ago. This guy is just a really good fighter, man. Again, he should have been in the UFC his whole career. 35 years old now. Been watching this guy since he came to the UFC. And he just keeps dominating guys, man. And you're actually getting plus odds on him when this guy is normally a huge favorite in all his fights. And again, no disrespect to Kape, man. This guy's looked amazing as of lately. 3-fight winning streak. Rayval chose to engage in a firefight with him. That didn't work out. Almabayev was scared of the guy, but there were some fouls in that fight. Beat Bruno Silva. Again, he did lose to Mokaev, but we know how good Mokaev is. But, again, this is his first real step up in a while, I feel like, for Kape. And, again, he looked kind of drained at the scale. I think Horiguchi's going to have the cardio advantage and the volume advantage and the ground advantage. But, again, so my pick will be Horiguchi. But, again, guys, my picks, Horiguchi, Sterling, Rodriguez, Magomedov, Oliveira, Lima, Mesquita, Nascimento, Aswell Jr., Shokel, Rosa, and Tanzavoli.